This show is not appropriate for children. Definitely stay up and watch this.
Good evening. Welcome to Off Constantly. I'm your host, Bomba. With me, as always, is Backwater.
I'm here.
And joining us very specially this evening, someone who hasn't been here in a very, very long time. Many moons, some might say. Samurai?
Indeed.
How are you?
Pleasure to be back.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I heard you had an illness.
Just a tish.
Okay. Tell us about that illness. What happened to you? Why have you been gone so long?
Well, I've been traveling.
That's not really an illness.
Well, I actually was sick when I was there.
Were you?
Yeah, I got altitude sickness.
I don't know what that is.
Like, I was so high up, my body couldn't handle it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So what did you do?
I just walked around. I couldn't eat. I had no appetite.
There's no cure for this magical altitude
cocoa
sickness?
leaves. You're supposed to chew on cocoa leaves.
Isn't that where
And
we get?
Yeah. So those aren't really readily available in all parts of Colombia.
Huh. Well, you can find them anywhere in the streets of Minneapolis, so.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to see you're better. Did you tell us about your trip to Colombia? Is that what we just said?
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful women. If you're looking for one, I'd head there.
Well, sorry, taken.
For those in the audience, Medellin, Colombia.
You know what? I don't know. I'm taken too, but
You're open?
there's always room for more women in my life.
I just, with that amazing facial hair, I can bet you have no problem.
Let's
They
face
dig
it. This is a man who is not faithful to his wife. This is the facial hair.
It's either someone that has to register in a town before they come in, or someone who is not faithful. So either way, you win. So did you do anything fun? Parasailing?
No parasailing. We took like a.
Would you go parasailing if you had elevation sickness? You're going to go parasailing and go that much
Yeah, I
higher?
You're
wasn't-
already
we
there,
actually
why
did-
not go higher?
We did go higher by taking they call it a gondola.
I love
Just like a ski
gondolas.
lift.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a ski lift. So we went up into the mountains and hiked around there. Hiked in the jungle.
So you had the altitude sickness when you did this?
Yeah, I just got to take it easy.
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't like, I could do things. I just didn't feel the best.
That's why I don't go to Colorado.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought you didn't even know what altitude sickness was.
I do.
That's why I stay out of Hilltop, Minnesota.
That's
Don't want to be a hilltopper?
scary, scary stuff.
Every time I go to Flameburger, I instantly get ill. But that's just because.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm not talking about the food.
The greatest restaurant
I'm
on
saying it's
earth?
in Hilltop. Don't tell. Let's stop. You will not get an argument from me on that.
Have you been to the Flame?
No.
Field trip, we're gonna shoot there. That's our next remote. Dave?
The
Dave?
remote.
Dave's not here.
So,
man.
before we go any further, welcome back, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes.
Glad to
So
be
nice
here.
to have you back. Hasn't been the same. It
You know-
felt like I was walking around without one shoe on.
I was sick
Weird.
while she was gone too.
Were you?
I was sick with worry that that something was gonna happen to her and she wasn't gonna be on the show anymore.
I was heartsick.
I was sick with where you guys were just going to replace me.
I was heartsick. So don't do that again. In your absence, we hired somebody. Because we have so many things to go that, the show, I don't know if you know it or not, but the camera people never get credit. The studio audience, you guys are amazing. But it takes a lot for us to get here. And sometimes we arrive late because we all have real jobs. I know you at home are like, wait a minute. You don't get paid to do this? No, we don't. We actually do this for fun. But we did hire, we're paying a guy, Carl the intern, so welcome, Carl. Thanks for coming. Great job getting everything set up. Would have been nice to have everything set up, though, however, next time. So your first tick on your job performance is going down.
You'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah,
So
we're not worried.
welcome, Carl, to the team.
Yes,
We
thank you,
appreciate it. Carl, I don't know if we'll have a picture of him because we can't move the cameras in that direction, but he's a skinny guy, kind of about 5'6".
I'd also like him to earn the on-screen time too. You
Yeah,
know,
we don't
it's-
just.
He needs to earn it.
Otherwise, anybody could walk in here and claim to be an intern, get
Exactly.
on TV, get national exposure, and then just not come back next week. So I
So-
think you have to stick around a little bit.
Absolutely. He's got about size 24 shoes, giant head, really
Yeah.
tiny skinny
Really,
body.
real glassy stare too.
Yeah.
But, you know.
I don't even know what that was, but made me laugh. That's half the battle right there. So tonight's 3 subjects, as always, are
What could it be?
roller skating. Hello, we can talk about that for hours. Casinos.
Casios.
Then
or
we'll have a
casinos?
very special global warming soil minute. So,
Ooh.
you know, I don't know, ozone layer and soil, how that's going to connect, but Debbie, I'm sure, will help us. And proms is our final subject, picked by our wonderful camera lady, Hayden. So, excited to talk about that. It's been a while since I've been to a prom.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not allowed to go within 200 feet of the school. So,
You went just last year, right?
I actually volunteer for every single high school. I volunteer to chaperone their proms.
do you?
Yeah.
Well, it is.
You get that hotel room?
Then I spike the punch,
nice.
and then I leave. And let
Thank
the
you.
hilarity ensue.
I'll bet. You know, watch out the kids hurling all over the place.
That punch gets so spiked.
I've seen your YouTube videos. They're amazing.
Oh my goodness, these kids, they're
12,000 hits, you guys.
they can't handle their alcohol.
No, they can't. Speaking of not being able to handle alcohol, why don't adults wear roller skates all the time? Hans from Andover. Great question. Thanks, Hans.
I mean, I could say driving a car would be difficult. If you in winter, how would you get around? Like, I couldn't even push a shopping cart through the Target parking lot the other day because of all the ice on the
But
ground.
would it be easier if you had roller skates on?
No, it'd be infinitely more difficult. If I had ice skates, it actually would have been easier.
I think it'd actually be easier.
To
With roller
roller
skates?
on ice.
You might be able to roll on ice.
Yeah, I think you could.
We're going to put this to the test.
Okay. We have our next remote shoot after the hilltop remote.
We need winter though still.
So we gotta do it quickly.
We gotta do quick.
Mm-hmm.
So Carl,
Anyone have roller skates?
Carl, make sure
That's
that
true, I don't
happens.
have roller
Get
skates.
it
Where can you
written
get some
down.
roller? Where can you go roller skating?
I went
around
roller
here?
skating not
Have
that
you-
long ago.
Really?
So was I. Was at Cheapskate.
You went to Cheapskate?
I did.
I
Where
went
is
to
that?
Roller Garden.
I
These
don't
are
even know
real
where that
things.
is.
That's in St. Louis Park.
Oh, that's why it's too far
I
away.
rollerbladed or I
Cheapskate's
roller
in
skated with
Coon Rapids.
my daughter.
Hey, 4th remote. Dave, we're just coming up with the ideas. They're oozing out of our pores.
Carl looks like he'd
Roller
probably be
skating.
a pretty good
Carl,
roller
write that
skater.
one
Invite
down.
the
He looks like he
fans.
was-
Let them join. You
Wild
know,
curling.
they can be a part of it.
Ooh,
Wild
roller curling.
That's something new.
Hello. Full contact. Roller
And
curling.
they turn off the lights and put everything in neon like Midnight Bowling too.
Ooh,
Yeah, very
Play
nice.
loud music.
I'd
love
play
it.
that.
I like this.
It's a great idea, Hans from Andover. So other than driving a car, Sam?
You know, they're kind of like those. Those Heelys that people wear.
Yep.
You know, those are kind of like wearing roller
Kind
skates
of,
all the
kind
time.
of, yeah.
And that way,
I-
you can drive.
Yeah, that's true. You could. You can turn
You
that on
can
and
walk
off.
through the snow.
I say it's because they kind of went out in like 1972. I don't know.
That might be part of it.
But let's be honest. Everybody here has been to a roller skating party.
So you roller
yeah.
skated then?
See, even the most metal dude I've ever seen in my life gave the thumbs up on the roller skating party. So, Al, awesome.
You roller
Rock
skated
on.
recently. How'd you do?
You know,
I didn't fall. I was pretty impressed.
I didn't fall either.
Okay.
Did you guys do the limbo?
That's a success.
I will openly admit this, though, that everything happens at about this level. And it's just weird to me.
Because you got to look down.
Are you getting level from the floor or level from what is that level you're going on right
No,
now?
when you're roller skating, because
Yeah.
everybody's like 6 now,
Oh, yeah.
and before everything was eye to eye,
Mm-hmm.
and bye, Abby! Sorry, my mom just walked in. Everything was at eye level, and now everything is like so
I see what you're saying.
short.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was disorientating because there's all these choo choo, and they're fast.
Yeah.
It's like ants going everywhere, and they're like little ninjas. That,
Kids these days, they just roller skate around fast. They're living life
and
too
what
fast.
And what do they do?
Won't let us roller skate around slowly.
No, I know. They won't let us
Stop
old
and smell
people
the
just enjoy the
stink
roller
of
skating.
roller skates.
Because you know what they're doing? They're over in the corner getting their pixie stick fix, washing
Oh.
it down with Mountain Dew.
That stuff's fun.
Big old licorice rope just coming out the side of their mouth.
I have never seen children on roller skates bounce. I mean, they didn't roll. Everybody was bouncing because they were so jacked up on sugar. And I was jealous.
More power to them if they can bounce
I
and,
know.
and skate.
Because I tried to do the pixie sticks wash down with a little Mountain Dew. Projectile vomit everywhere. It was just horrible. It looked like I reenacted the scene from Stand By Me. The poor kid that was standing next to me, he shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have been there. I mean, it just got ugly. He started going blah, and then everybody else started blah. Before you know it, we were all roller skating in a pool of puke. It's awesome. That's what I'm saying. We need to do a remote
Next week.
there.
Next week.
I'm in.
Let's do
If
it.
we can arrange it, Carl, write that down. Let's get it done. There's also last topic on roller skating because I'm moving on because we've talked about it enough.
Yeah, the horse is dead.
Yeah, it's dead. But Eugene, he's 27 from Wisconsin, single, and this is
Let's hear
directly
it.
to you.
All right.
He has a picture of himself too. I would show it to you at home, but we would be immediately pulled off the air. Samurai, would you go to a roller skating party with me? Oh! My mom could drive us.
You know, if he's willing to drive up all the way to Minneapolis, then let's skate,
And
baby.
he
Let's
is-
skate, baby.
He's 27. He's got that going for him.
Hey, I hope his mom's cool.
You still have to
Maybe-
pay for yourself,
maybe
but
if
he'll drive.
And if you play your
There's
cards
mom
right,
over
maybe
there.
they'll take you to McDonald's.
Ooh. If I could only be so lucky. Hopefully one with a ball pit. You know?
Yeah.
Play place?
There's one reason we couldn't wear roller skates all the time. What happens when you want to get into a ball pit?
A slide?
Yeah.
Just
I
playground
know.
equipment in general. I guess adults don't do it that much, but they might.
Why did you guys have to walk in at this exact moment? You underhand pitched one, and I didn't do it. I didn't do anything with it.
Shucks.
I know. So moving on to casinos.
Casinos.
Casinos. This is a question.
is casino?
A casino is a big building that.
No, what is casino?
Oh, everything.
Exactly.
They know how to suck your money. He know. Is it cat? Is cat?
Cassie would be a girl, but
Cass would be a girl.
you didn't get it. So
I did get
What's
it.
going on?
So she'd take all the money from you. Gee, many Christmas, you look crazy right now. So casinos. Before the white man came, there were casinos as far as the eye could see. And then they took them away. And now only in specific places are there casinos. So,
Do you mean teepees?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
no, it
Might
was
have-
casinos.
Might need some revisionist history going on here.
So our first question comes from Mark from Summit Avenue. Now they're giving us addresses, so that's interesting. Bamba, how do you win at slots? Keep trying, need a new strategy. Sam, how do you win at slots?
I just hope I get lucky, I guess. I mean,
I said slots, not the bar. But see what I did there?
How do I win at slots?
Yeah.
pull hard.
I push the button over and over again.
I put in money.
Yeah, that's one way you do it.
Okay.
You don't win at slots.
You guys just
You give it a blowing Henry.
yeah. Speaking of which, oh my God, you guys! The other day I got a text from somebody, and they were like, "Bummer, check it out." Right? It was a blowing Henry,
Yep.
and it got its hair. It had hair, and it got caught around a pole, so it so it was like bent over, and it said twerking, and his butt was just going. I must have played that thing. It was like at a
Can we
vine.
see it?
I don't know if we can
Oh, a
find
vine?
it. Yeah, but
Wow, you're hip.
we'll see if we can't edit it in because it is so funny. But it
Twerking.
literally is like a twerking blowing Henry.
Was its hair kind of like?
No, its hair was like completely wrapped
Oh,
around the thing.
shucks.
So
Those things are just great.
I think as far as slot machines go,
yeah,
you just like seen shows on TV that say that they're just completely random.
okay.
So
Mhm.
you just sit there and play.
So what you're saying is you believe everything you see on television.
Well, I've heard about these two guys down in Hazard County who used to run, their uncle used to run moonshine, and they have a really fast car, and they get into a whole heap of trouble with the boss that's of that county. I believe that happened.
Okay. Well, how could it not? Which, by the way, have you watched one of those lately?
I haven't. It's
Are they not painful?
I was like, I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
rewatch this show.
Do you even know what we're talking
Television in the 80s that I loved so much was the worst
about? It
ever.
was.
Anybody who complains about television now should go back and watch the nonsense that was on television that I was like thinking was high entertainment.
Now, to me, it's shocking that Sam doesn't even know what we're talking about.
I couldn't even
What are
get
you
through
talking
an
about?
episode.
It was a little show called The Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Okay.
I've
Have you ever
never-
watched an episode?
Yeah, I think so.
You're a better person for it, so.
Thanks.
Um,
And it's horrible though.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
It's-
loved it,
it gets
so
corny.
much, but it's just
it's really bad.
terrible.
Okay, Mark from Summit Avenue, I'm going to give you my strategy. Here's my strategy on slots. If you're on your way, and I noticed that this is written on Mystic Lake.
Inspiration there.
Yeah.
Is the next
Wonder
one-
where this
is the
where
next one
the
gonna be
inspiration
like,
for this topic came
What
from.
about hotels?
It's 3 in the
Free cable?
morning. W is sitting around going, I need to come up with 3 subjects. What could it be? Oh, casinos. So here's my
The next one is
strategy when it comes to
Indian
slots.
themed sports teams.
Here's what I say. Take your money that you're gonna spend at the casino, because everybody goes in with like an amount that they're gonna spend.
Yeah, like-
Granted, we like do 6 times that every time.
My whole check, my life savings,
Your kids'
the
college
stuff I
savings.
stole from the neighbor's house.
Right, the bad check you just wrote at the convenience store, all that stuff. So take that money and put it in a nice stack. And then about 38 feet from the casino as you're pulling into the parking lot, hit the automatic roll down window on your button, throw it out the door, turn around, go home and save yourself some time. Watch a movie. There's my strategy, Mark. You can mark that down.
Coming from the banker.
Yeah, coming from a
Yeah.
banker. You
Good
will
advice.
have better luck and more fun doing that. Why do pretty people win more, Sam? That's
They're just-
Jennifer from Vegas. Not Las Vegas, just Vegas.
You know what I'm going to say to Jennifer?
What are you
She
gonna
just
say?
remembers the pretty people
Yeah.
that win, and they only show the pretty people that win. They don't show the uggos winning. You know?
When you see the old lady with the oxygen tank, you're like, oh, she won. But then when you see a young
Pounding a heater.
Yeah.
Don't forget the heater.
Oh yeah.
But she's absolutely right. Then you're going to notice that handsome stranger with a handlebar mustache and
Kind
is
of
this a handlebar? This isn't a handlebar.
growing out Bieber haircut.
It's
and
Yeah.
delicious sideburns.
V for Vendetta.
Winning
Horizontal
$7,
stripes.
Winning $7 on a 5-cent roll. Just living life to the fullest.
$7 on 5 cents?
$7.
Good Lord. I'd literally pee my pants right there.
If you
I
win
would
that
be
much.
wearing them. What's the guy, the football player, the big guy?
Shaq. Oh.
That
Depends.
does the commercial now for Depends?
Whoa.
Shaq? Yeah, that's close.
He is a big guy.
Yeah.
That part half
Tony
is right.
Sargucci or something. He's now doing Depends commercials. I need one of those. I don't know where I was going with that. So that's why they win more? Because people just notice them more?
Mm-hmm.
Which reminds me, are you watching the new Survivor?
You know what? I actually watched it for about a minute and a half, and there was some double dealing going on.
Oh.
That's it. I've
It's
seen
wheeling
a
and
double
dealing.
a minute
Are
and
you
a
watching
half in
that?
the last
No.
10
The
years.
concept this season is brawn versus brains versus beauty. Okay?
I
Wow.
was wondering
So it's
why there was
3
a
separate
Miss
tribes.
Teen that was there.
Yeah.
I was like,
She's obviously in the brains. But it's a really interesting experiment because I thought hands down the brains were going to just, I mean, they'd win everything because
Yeah.
they overthink everything.
Yeah.
They're getting there handed to them.
Really?
Yeah,
I could see that. Who's winning, Braun?
mainly the brawn.
Yeah.
But the beauty's doing pretty good too. So
Maybe that's just what
I
they
wonder,
do, though.
I wonder which one they'd put me in.
Don't you think
Kind
it's
of a
just all
full
rigged?
package, aren't I?
they'd have a 4th Jay Wall.
I'd have to be on all 3 teams.
You'd be the all-star team. But no, casinos.
So casinos, we're done.
No.
Oh, we're
Are
not
we?
done.
I don't know. Do you guys like them?
Every now and then I'll get a hankering to go.
Yeah. I just.
But
feel
then
like-
I'm over it as soon as I get there.
Me too. I'll win like $20. I'm like, all right, can I go sit in the car now? Like, I doubled my money, or
No,
I
see,
win a
I
little
think-
bit.
The high I get
I win 20 and I want to win 200 more, so I just
Oh.
stay there and
See,
play
the
more.
high I get from winning doesn't like offset the low I feel from losing. So if I lose, I'm going to be super miserable. But if I win, I'll be kind of.
But you get free
that's
pop.
great.
You get free
That
pop.
part I love. I will walk around a casino, drink free pop,
Let's face it, that's why we go.
and
They have booze at the one in no, don't they?
I think they all do.
I think they all got booze now.
Which is,
And they
which
drive
is
you. There's
important
buses
because let's
there.
face it, if you're going to make bad decisions, the best time to make those bad decisions is when you've been drinking. So, there's that.
What if you make bad decisions about your drinking?
Impossible.
What if you start gambling on your drinks? What if you're like, I bet you $3 I'm going to order a beer, and then you go, I'll take that bet, and you take that. I ordered
really
a mixed
sucks if you
drink.
lost.
Oh, I did order a beer.
Oh.
So, speaking of mixed drinks, oh wait. Yes. Now is time for our special guest appearance to talk about global warming, the sky and the soil and how they connect. See, he does this to me all the time where I'm not ready and all of a sudden he's like, you're rolling. So now it's time for payback.
rolling.
Let's make sure this time, W, we got our microphone on. Okay.
It's supposed to be on.
So,
Mike.
let's throw it over to W.
All right, I believe I'm on. I don't know if the camera's ready. Everyone's putting their thumbs up. So, Soil Minute. Global warming. What soils are going to be safe during global warming? Global warming exists. It's a fact. So we're looking in the future, if it's not reversed, what soils are going to be able to keep producing us food? And pleasantly for us, the soils of the upper Midwest will be among the last soils affected by global warming. So if you're in Europe, it'd be the soils of the Ukraine. So that means that if global warming keeps moving on, and Bomba's, well, those of you who can't see, Bomba's sent me a note that says my zipper's down. That's clearly not down, so we don't need to go into that. But if global warming is not reversed, we can be rest assured that Minnesota will still, soils will still be strong, and we'll have to feed a lot of people, but we'll be safe here. So, that's your Soil Minute. Back to you, Bomba.
Wow.
Riveting.
So, in review, if there's ever an apocalypse, people in Minnesota will be fine as long as we're able to feed people with our zippers down.
That is correct, Bomba.
Take that, you suckers in the deep south.
Yeah!
You'll be eating our turnips soon enough.
Yeah, and collard greens.
Is that
We don't
cold?
grow them here.
Whoa! Do that again.
What? Collard greens?
What?
Collard greens?
Collard greens? What's that?
You know what collard greens are?
No, but you didn't know what Dukes of Hazzard was, so there.
Yeah, you wouldn't know what a vegetable is.
I do!
An 80s television
would know
show
an
and a
80s
vegetable.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same
They're
thing.
right on the same. Right
So-
on the same. A-team and rutabagas.
Okay.
18?
Max,
Rutabaga.
Max,
You don't know
head-
what a rutabaga
I
is?
thought it was a car.
Max Headroom and radish.
I know what radish is. They're
Radicchio?
delicious in vinegar.
Oh, yeah.
With pepper? Oh, hello.
Hello.
Okay, last subject, especially for camera girl Hayden. Proms.
Ooh.
I know I'm excited. Are you guys ready too? You kind of look like you might know what you're talking about with proms.
We're not quite there.
Yeah?
Dress shopping in St. Cloud.
I went dress shopping too.
Mested's Rochester.
That just came out, didn't it? I just said
It's a
that
good
out
place.
loud. Okay. Anything about proms? Have you been to a prom?
I've been to one prom.
One?
No?
Yeah, I went
Sam?
to one prom.
I did 3. First one was the best.
3 also.
I'll say that.
The last one was the best.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping for that would be the best one. You'd think it would be your senior prom.
I went to one.
Mine
so
was
That
after
one was the
high
best, I
school.
guess.
Oh, you were one of those.
Yeah. Bad.
But it was fun, you said.
It was, because I mean, I wasn't dating her. We just went as friends. And,
Yeah. No
and
pressure.
it was amazing. You guys could have told me that was coming up.
That's what she said.
Nice, well played. See what happens when you're not here?
Yeah. It's like you're like a recharging battery.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you look really into this right now.
I've only been to one prom. You guys are going to 3 proms, all dating in high school.
I'm hoping to go to my 4th
I was
soon,
sitting
you know?
in my
Word.
basement
You know any boys?
playing Nintendo.
I'm really hoping somebody watches this show.
I played this
Again, when you're on TV, make sure that you turn your phone off, because that's not cool.
I was playing
Embarrassing? Who is it,
prom-based
That's
video
mom
games.
and dad. I could answer it, I suppose. Talk
She was
to
here
Mom.
earlier.
Sit there and talk about his phone. I
Too
got
late.
comedy gold over here talking about my prom-based video games, and you're too busy.
Prom-based video game.
Yeah.
That's what
would
I
be
did instead of
fun.
going to prom.
Don't give out genius
Like
ideas
created
like that.
like a video game about prom.
No, I didn't create it. I just played it.
There is actually one?
There should be one.
There should
have
be
been
one. You can have somebody go spike the punch and then like
Yes.
oh my
like me.
gosh, this would be like that'd be fun.
be like, cut in on a dance. Or you could request the songs from the
Pick a fight with the teacher.
You could
I wanna
incorporate
play-
Dance USA, Dance
Oh,
Dance
DDR.
Yes, Dance Dance Revolution and Prom, and be like, excellent. And then you got to do the dance, and then I'd be dancing with Sam and Jay.
What
would be
about
like,
a DD?
You're
What
like,
about a
"No,
DDR
no."
that was a slow dance version of that? So you had to just be.
That would be
slow
awkward.
dance.
So you'd have to sit there by yourself.
And they'd have that sheriff song. That is the awesome one. I never needed love like I need you. I
guys
never
are
needed
just-
anyone. Whatever. That song.
Babe,
Lost in love is what I
I'm
feel.
sure they'll be listening to that at this.
Wouldn't that be great?
It would be great.
The greatest video game.
Great. Those of you who are actually still watching, I apologize for blowing your eardrums out there.
Yeah, that was bad.
And you're welcome.
So I love the Prom video game idea.
We better.
Would you play that?
No?
Let's patent that.
Yeah, I think we should probably.
Okay, if anybody's
Copyright.
watching,
Off
thinking of running
constantly
with
prom.
If you're watching this, it was copyrighted.
that right now, here, we'll just do it. Here, we'll put a C in a circle, officially copyrighted right now. Just happened. So let's read the questions that came in on email. Little
Ooh.
short paper, handwritten, but it's email. This comes from Julia in Hibbing. Thank you, Julia, for watching.
Hey, Julia.
She says, would you please say hi to my cat, Snuffy? Hi, Snuffy.
Meow.
Thanks for watching.
I'm not talking to you, Snuffy. You know what you did.
Okay. Well, Snuffy actually wrote this question. It says, I saw a local restaurant advertise a prom for mugs. Interesting. Do I send all my mugs or do I just send the prettiest? Well, Julia, I think you should just stay at home and not send any because they're coming with the white van and the padded walls and the jacket that'll fit you just right. In fact, Sam, do you remember the Halloween episode? You had one of those fun jackets on.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. Yeah, so it'll
Funny,
be
but-
custom made for you. If it doesn't fit, they're able to tighten up a little bit, make sure
Do
that
they make
fits in all the right areas.
formal wear for mugs?
Let's face it, we can bedazzle anything.
That's true.
True dat.
And I'd bedazzle the living bejesus out of a mug right now. If you put
Bejawsome.
one in front of me.
A Jesus mug?
No, I would bedazzle the
The
living.
bejesus.
Oh, the bejeebers. I thought you said I'd bedazzle a Jesus mug.
No.
Because that's funny right there.
Yeah.
You know, with
Well-
Easter coming up, who knows, by the time this thing airs, it could be 4th of July.
Yeah. Could be the 5th of July.
See, which is funny,
Could be the 6th
when
of July.
we mention other holidays,
Yeah.
it works because, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago when this airs, or live because it's live,
Yeah.
we aired one that we had actually made a long time ago, and it was on this week. I think we just posted it, and I started watching it, and I'm like, I don't even remember. Number one, I don't remember making it, and number two, I'm like, why are we all wearing Christmas sweaters? So,
Carl,
But-
you're going to have to make sure you understand when each of these episodes is going to be airing and fill us in on that, so we're fully aware when we're actually in the moment. So
The funny
when
thing
you're not
is-
making these guffaws.
Carl was the one that edited that video, so he should have.
Oh, I
But
see.
in the video somewhere, we did reference Christmas in February and that it's never been done before.
Wally, voila.
Well,
See? So it worked. So we are referencing the 6th, 4th, 5th, and 6th of July. This may not air till the 4th, 5th, or 6th. of
maybe
July.
this should only air the 4th, 5th, and 6th of July. It's like almost like a lost episode, a 3-day window.
See, that's what I said we should do with the episode that's on now. Is make it a last episode. Sell a DVD set.
I think all of these episodes, frankly, should have
Yeah,
get
they
lost
should.
somewhere, right in the trash can.
Or take them, roll
Watch
them
'em.
into a paper roll,
Watch him the 30 years.
and when you run out of paper at home in the toilet, go ahead and use us. That's what we're here for.
We're digital toilet paper.
We are another brilliant idea brought to you by Off Constantly. Digital toilet paper. What would that look like?
I'm guessing.
Photo roll?
Is it just something you back up against? And does it make what noise would it make? Like a digital toot? Or would it make like a squeegee sound? Or how about,
This is disgusting.
I know,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm
You're the
picturing-
one
I'm
that said
picturing
it.
Different
I know, I
things
did
here.
Digital toilet paper.
Well, weren't you thinking like,
Peace
oh,
out to you too, brother.
You know?
I think maybe it's just a white screen on your cell phone and you figure out what to do with it. Yeah. I complain about it being gross, and then I bring it
And
to
then
a
you bring
new
it to a new
gross
level.
level.
Speaking of prom,
Yes, yes,
right?
yeah.
Oh, now we're on this, you know.
Prom and digital toilet paper, how do they go together?
How off is this?
Our last question for the evening, because I'm getting the time sim and everybody's falling asleep in the studio audience. Bamba, will you be my prom date? Check the box. Yes, no, or maybe. Susan from Minneapolis. Without question, absolutely, I'd be happy to join you at prom. So hopefully it's like a senior citizen prom. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a lot of explaining to do, a lot of people in robes, possibly uniforms with badges too. So, closing comments.
Go to prom.
Go to prom? Yeah, that's good. Don't drink and drive at prom. Or
Very
even
nice.
drink.
Yeah, don't drink and drive on the way to and from prom. If you
And safe
and
days.
actually manage to get a car into your prom, go ahead and get loaded and drive it around prom because you're pretty much going to kill people either way.
Either way. And if you see someone at your prom resembling this mustache, and he
Call
offers you something with
for
black
it.
tar, he's not talking about what the wheels on the car are on. Just say no. On that note, have a good night, or day, or whatever time. Peace and grace.
Bum 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 ba bum ba. Off constantly.